College life today is anything but ordinary as many students face mask mandates due to COVID-19. Some college hallways change directions to one way only, and classrooms, when conducted in person, socially distance students' desks. But at WKU, Western Kentucky University in Bowling Green, something else is anything but ordinary. Out of thousands of American colleges and universities, it is one of only about 70 that has a special program for students on the Autism Spectrum, administered at the Clinical Education Complex on campus.
We support 60 individuals, 60 WKU students, as they matriculate through courses and graduate from WKU.
It's the Kelly Autism Program Circle of Support, or CAP for short. Staff at CAP supports college students with autism, a developmental disability, through mentoring, advising, mental health counseling, and study tables. The students also take regular college classes, pursue a 4-year degree, and must have an ACT score of 20 or higher to attend WKU.
They're extremely capable and just like us, just like everyone else. And that's one thing I'm always trying to get across. Different is not less. Just different.
I'd never talked about autism until I graduated high school. Even my closest friends didn't know I was diagnosed. But I think it's just the idea of it being something that makes you less than anyone who isn't autistic, when in reality, it's a different set of strengths. It's a different set of traits.
The autism spectrum is wide-ranging, encompassing gifted children and those who face major difficulties. It can present social, communications, and behavioral challenges.
I think the misconception is that there's something inherently negative about being disabled or neuroatypical, but in reality, the negativity isn't with the person, it's with the society that creates that negativity.
Carly Williamson, a sophomore at WKU, is motivated, smart, and purposeful, an activist for political causes. But she needs support to manage her workload and prevent procrastination.
I don't think there's any questions I have. I just want to double check that everything's good, and I'm not behind on anything.
Okay, and still writing the content strategy.
Yeah.
Cool.
Having that check-in to see, okay, what have you done? Can you sign off on this just to make sure we're on track? I think CAP is very flexible to the needs of each individual student.
Logan Reynolds, a freshman in the CAP Circle of Support program at WKU, says he can focus really well on his studies, but he needs help with executive functioning, planning, organizing, and time management.
It's kind of like when you set off a rocket and it's going to go in one direction until it blows up or something else makes it stop. I can do that, but I kind of need somebody to aim it.
David Murdian, a CAP Circle of Support student, has already graduated from WKU with a degree in economics. Now he's getting a master's degree in applied economics.
One of my teachers once described me as having a marine spirit, and I tend to view a challenge with an attitude of, well, if anyone else can do it, then so can I.
But just like Logan, David needs help with executive functioning, staying organized. And as an introvert, CAP also helped David be more social, an activity he used to view as a battleground.
It's like being in an Allied supply convoy in early World War II without escorts or radar. So, or alternatively, what other people see as a meadow, I see as a minefield. Because there are tripwires that I am liable to just waltz right over without a care in the world, and it's liable to burn a few, to lead to me unintentionally burning a few bridges.
Come on, looking for something good.
CAP's Circle of Support hosts weekly socials for students in the autism program.
When they come in, a lot of them are very shy and reserved.
Some are battle-weary, haunted by experiences from the past when they didn't fit in.
And I really struggled with a lot of people in high school, bullying type stuff, to the point where there were actually some classes that I would physically feel ill about having to go to.
Is that us? Yeah, I caught it! Yes!
But here, they find kindred spirits.
They really, for the first time in their lives, a lot of them get to be around a group of people like them.
I like it. So that's good. That's good.
I think I'll do something along those lines.
That's okay.
The CAP Circle of Support at WKU comes at a price. It's $10,000 per year on top of tuition and room and board. But for most Kentucky residents, the state's Office of Vocational Rehabilitation covers most or all of the costs. And students say CAP is invaluable.
I think it'll help me, graduate, period.
There's a pretty high number of autistic people who don't finish college. I'm not sure if that would be me, but I feel like it would be much more likely if I didn't have this program.
We have a graduation rate of about 85%. That will vary, but that's about where we are right now on retaining, which is excellent.
David Murdian thanks the CAP Circle of Support for already helping him get his undergrad degree.
You see them get that cap, that gown, you're there with them from beginning to end, and that's incredible. That's a privilege in life, it really is.
And David thanks his family for surrounding him with support systems designed for children with autism that prepared him for college.
My mom really, had to move heaven and earth to make the world such that I would be able to cope with it.
And when he finishes his master's degree, he's ready to get to work.
I am hoping to get a research assistant position at a branch of the Federal Reserve or at the Federal Reserve Board of Governors.
After they've been here for 3 or 4 years and understand themselves better and know that they can go into the world and make a difference and have the confidence, I cannot tell you how gratifying that is. It's one of life's true gifts.